Welcome guys, we are continuing on the solution to what 2023 Cambridge IGCSE examination, and this mathematics core paper 1. So we are going to be continuing now, not waste much of our time. And here is the question before us. You can see here, number 1A question says, the diagram shows an isosceles triangle with base extended. Find the value of x. Now this is an isosceles triangle and we're asked to find the value of x. Now, how do we go about this diagram here? Look at this. We have an isosceles triangle here. An isosceles triangle is a triangle whereby the two base angles are equal. The two base angles of the isosceles triangle are equal. Meaning that what? This angle here and this angle here will be equal. Two angles in an isosceles triangle are what? Are equal. So meaning that now that if this one is y, this one is going to be what? Y as well. Don't forget that we are asked to calculate the value of x, but we need these two values to get x, because y and x are on a straight line. Sum of angle on a straight line equals 180. So if you don't get this y, you can't get the x. So the first thing is to obtain y, and to get that y is to involve the what? The base angles of what? Of an isosceles triangle. So now to get the y, now you are going to use the sum of angle in a triangle, meaning that what? If I want to get this y now, I'm going to be using what? Y plus what? Plus 42 degree equal to 180 degree. Why? Sum of angle in a triangle. So you have to write the reason why you are using that. So we have what? 2y plus 42 degree equal to 180. So you collect the like times by moving what? 42 degree to the other side. We have 2y equal to 180 degree minus 42 what? Degree. So 2y is equal to what? And you quickly use your calculator. What do we have? 180 minus 42. We have 138 degree. So divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So what do we have? We have, and you divide both sides by 2, we have 69 degrees. So y is equal to 69 degrees. So when you divide both sides by 2, y is equal to what? 69 degrees. So having got y to be 69 degrees, we can solve for our what? X. And how do we go about that? Knowing that y plus x equal to 180 degrees. Y, sum of angle on the triangle. Sum of angle on the triangle is 180 degrees. Sum of angle on the triangle is what? 180 degrees. So meaning that y plus x here, they are on straight line. So on a straight line, sum of angles on a straight line is equal to what? 180 degrees. So y is 69, then 69 degree plus x is equal to 180 degree. So definitely we can say that what? We can say that x is equal to 180 degree. When you collect the like times, take 69 to the other side, you say 69 degree. So 180 minus 69 degree, x is equal to what? 180 minus 69, we have what? 111. So 111 degrees. So another way of confirming this answer is to use this. X here will be what? X, which is the exterior angle of a triangle, is equal to the sum of the interior angle, the sum of the opposite interior angle. What do I mean by that? That is, x here will be equivalent to the sum of the opposite interior angle of a triangle, meaning that x is equivalent to 42 degree plus y. So another way of confirming this answer is to what? Check whether this x will give you the sum of 42 and y. And let's check that. X is equal to 42 plus 69. Will it give us 101? So 42 plus 69 will also give us 101. So it will also give us 111. Sorry, it's going to give us 111 degree. So that's it. That's that for number 1 question. For number 1A. Number 1A. So now going to number 1A is 111 degree. So going to number 1B now. We are told that in number 1B, we are told that the diagram shows 3 lines meeting at the point. That is, there are 3 lines meeting at the point. Then the ratio of A to B to C is equal to what? 3:4:5. The ratio of A to B to C is equal to 3:4:5. Now, in that case, find the value of what? C. We have to find the value of C if the ratio of A to B to C is 3:4:5. Now, what do I mean by that? So meaning that the ratio of ABC is 3:4:5. So you are going to assume that they all have X in common. Assume that they all have X in common. So meaning that what? If they have X in common, A will be 3X because they said the ratio is 3:4:5. Now, A will be 3X, B will be what? 4X, and C will be 5X. So I'm assuming a term for them, which is X, and then I'm attaching the ratio to the X. So 3X, 4X, and then 5X. So now, we are told that these are lines. They are made of lines that meet at a point. And when you hear something meeting at a point, there is a rule of plane geometry that says lines that meet at a point, the sum of the angles of those lines will be equal to 360 degrees. The sum of angles at a point must give us 360 degrees, meaning that what? 3X plus 4X plus 5X equal to 360 degrees. Why? Sum of angle at a point. Please note those rules so that when you are applying next time, you'll be able to recall for those rules. So sum of angle at a point is equal to 360 degrees. So 3X plus 4X plus 5X will give us what? 3 plus 4 is what? 7 plus 5 give you 12X equal to 360 degrees. So divide both sides by 12. So X is equal to 12 in 36 is 3. Then we have 0. So 30. So X is 30 degrees. X is 30 degrees. But we are asked to calculate what? C. Don't forget that we represent C to be 5X. So C will now be 5X, which is equal to 5 times 30 degrees. X is equal to what? 5 times 30 is what? 150 degrees. So that's that about that. So C is 150 degrees. So that's what we're looking for. Then the next question here is a regular pentagon has an exterior angle D. A regular pentagon has an exterior angle D. Now, a regular hexagon has an exterior angle H. Wow. Now, we are given two polygons here. A pentagon has an exterior angle of D. A pentagon, this is a pentagon, 5-side what? Polygon. And then a regular what? A regular hexagon has an exterior angle of what? H. Now, find the fraction of D to H. Now, we are told that a pentagon, which is 5-side polygon, has an exterior angle of D. What do you mean by exterior angle? This is an exterior angle. This is called exterior angle. It has an angle, exterior angle of what? D. Why a regular hexagon has an interior angle of what? H. Now, hexagon has 6 sides. It has 6 sides. Let's try and draw it. This is how hexagon will look like. Now, we are told that hexagon has an interior angle. It has an interior angle of H, meaning that one of these angles here is what? H. They now say, find the fraction of D to H. Now, we have to calculate the value of D. Then we compare it to what? We write it in form of what? Ratio to what? H. Now, how do you get this? How do you get this? You have to know that in Polygon, there are rules, there are formulas in polygons. And one of the formulas I will quickly write here so that when you are dealing with questions on polygons, you quickly will be able to recap for those formulas. Number one is that the exterior angle of any polygon, the exterior angle of a regular polygon multiplied by the number of sides is equal to 360 degrees. The exterior, which is exterior E, angle E, I call it E, exterior angle of a regular polygon multiplied by the number of sides N must equal to 360 what? Degree. That's the first formula you need to note. Now, also, when you're dealing with what? Polygon, the interior angle plus the what? Exterior angle, I will represent I to be what? I will use I to represent the what? The interior in this case for these rules. The interior angle plus the exterior angle. The interior angle plus the what? This I, this degree. The interior angle plus what? Exterior angle. The interior angle plus exterior angle is equal to what? 180 degrees. Sum of angle on a straight line. You can see, as you can see here, this angle here D here plus this angle here must give you what? 180 degree. This angle here plus this angle here must give you what? 180 degree. So the exterior angle, which is the interior angle, which is I degree, plus what? The interior angle is equal to 180, sum of angle on a straight line. So that's another thing. And you must know that the size of individual interior angle of a polygon, the size of interior angle of a polygon, the size of each interior angle. What do I mean by that? If you want to calculate the interior angle of this polygon here, which is h here, to know the size of that h, it will be what? It will be size of the interior angle. That is, let me use I degree, which is the interior angle. I'm just using general now. I is equal to Sn, which is the sum of angle Sn all over n. This Sn here is the sum of the what? Of the interior angles in a polygon. Sn is the sum of the interior angles in the polygon. So what do I mean by that? So sum of the interior angles of a polygon is given as n minus 2 into bracket 180 degree. So this is the sum. This is the formula for sum of all interior angles in a what? In a polygon, divided by n, number of the what? Number of sides of the polygon. Number of sides, that is number of sides that polygon is having. Now, these are the basic formula that you need to know about what? About polygon. These are the basic formula you need to know about polygon. Please note that. So now, to now solve this question now, you need to calculate the value of D. And to calculate the value, you can see that the polygon here we're having here is pentagon. So which is n is equal to what? 5. N is equal to 5. And the exterior angle here is D. So the exterior angle here is D. E is equal to D here. E is equal to D. Then we said that the exterior angle times what? The number of sides will give us 360 degree. Don't forget. So meaning that we have what? 5 times D will give us what? 360 degree. So that's the rule. So we have 5D equal to 360 degrees. So divide both sides by 5. This one cancel out. 5 in 36 will give you what? 5 in 36 will give you 7. Remember that 1. So you put that one here. That is 72 degree. So we have 72 degree for D here. Then you now come back to here to calculate what? D, H as well. How do we calculate H? How do we calculate H? I told you that the what? Interior angle is equal to sum of the what? Angles in a polygon all over the n. So to calculate the interior angle of the hexagon, which is h, we are going to use the what? The sum of angle of the what? Interior angles in the hexagon all over the number of sides of the hexagon. So meaning that what? N minus 2 into bracket times 180 all over n. Now n is the number of sides, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we are going to say 6 minus 2 into bracket 180 degree all over 6. Then what we are going to get here, we are going to get what? 4 into bracket 180 degree all over what? 60. All over 6 rather. So we say 6 here 1, 6 here is what? 3. 6 in what? 18 is 3. So 3 times 4 is 3 times 30. Don't forget this 30. 3 times 30 degree is going to give you what? 120 degree. So now we are getting H to be what? 120 degree, and we are getting what? D to be what? 72 degree. Now don't forget we are asked to calculate the fraction of D to what? H. That is the ratio of D to H. So therefore, the ratio of D to H will now be what? The ratio of D to H will now be 72 degree all over what? 120 what? Degree. 72 degree all over 120 degree. Now we are talking about 72 degree all over 120 degree. What do we get now? We now have what? We are going to simplify this. Say we are asked to what? Simplify this into the what? Into the lowest value. Now, what can we use here? We can use 12 here. 12 here. Then 12 in 72 will give you what? 9. 12 in 72 will give you what? 10 in 72. So it will give us 6. To give us what? 6. Because 6 times 6 is what? 66. Then 6 times 12 will be what? 72. So we can also go further and express this like by saying 2 in what? 10 will be what? 5. Then 2 in this one will be what? 3. So the answer here is what? DH is the same thing as 3 over what? 5. Please note that. So the ratio of D to H is equal to what? 3 over what? 5. So the answer here is 3 over what? 5. Answer here is 3 over what? 5.